We're in today with a different type of system. I got today the FirePro W5100 and we're going to pair it up with this i7 second gen. We're going to see how it's running. This FirePro, it's from 2013. It's got 768 shaders with 4 gig of VRAM GDDR5 with DirectX 12 support at 128 bits bus width. This video card is running at 1000 MHz on the core clock with 1500 MHz on the memory clock. I'm gonna see how it's running with this 95 watts CPU and 4 cores and 8 threads. Let's jump in a couple of games and see how the whole system is running. Let's see Starfield how it's running, because it's Starfield and I'm not joking. I have the game started. Man, barely managed to stay a couple of seconds in the game, you know, but it's starting. I want to show you the performance. 720p, dynamic resolution, everything is very low. I wish I can offer you great experience with this computer, but I can't. With this game, apparently this video card, it's not capable of delivering. I think if I put it on 800 by 600, maybe I reach, look at this, 10, 11, 13, 15 FPS. This is the average. Let me see if I can see the big one. Okay, so the CPU, it's 30-40%. It's gonna crash. Yeah, it's gonna crash. Damn it. I know that the GPU is not capable of, you know, because of the drivers keep saying out of date, but I wanna see the specs. I wanna see if in the future I can put a proper video card and see if this i7 second gen can actually push the game. Oh, it looks so bad. Look at this. Oh my God. But it's running. It's running. Oh my God, it looks... It's like a game from 90s or something. 30 seconds of gameplay with this FirePro. Please don't crash. How many times do I have to... I think I cannot change overlays or sensor or go do escape or change stuff. Because now, if I... See? It's working. But it gives me a good insight of the specs I have here. So the video card itself is reaching 3 gig of VRAM. You notice 15.1 gig of system RAM. I don't have enough system RAM for this computer. 1 gig of system RAM, it's used for system, you know, or something like that. I have to put more system RAM. Imagine the system bottlenecking this. I'm not joking. Maybe the GPU can actually do the job, but I have a problem with the system RAM. I don't think the system can do, but I will try. Get 32 gig of system RAM for this. This is so creepy. Let's see. Can we mine this? Aluminium. Yeah, apparently we can mine. This is a very good thing that we managed to achieve with the Starfield. I'm surprised the game is running. I don't know. So I took the drivers for this video card and from AMD website. That's it. I didn't do nothing. I selected the video card, selected the one that was there, and that's it. It says out of date. I done nothing to this. That's it. Okay, one game that doesn't crash, I think it doesn't crash, is No Man's Sky. So in this situation, I got better performance on my system, but the GPU, it's lagging. So I got a couple of settings that I can do here. And I will show you that on 1080p with lowest jitters, it's quite possible to have over 30 FPS. So if you're interested on 1080p to play No Man's Sky, you can play, but it's got a lot of lag, and it's not fair on this video card. But we can distress it by lowering the resolution, and we're gonna see how it's possible to change the settings. But first off, let's take a look and see what we got. 1080p, VSync triple buffer. No VSync. We got AMD FirePro W5100. Quality, it's everything. It's on low details. I think I put FSR2 on performance, Fidelity FX, super resolution, and everything it's on lowest one. Now, in order to do this, to lower the resolution, I think I have to put it on full screen or the desktop resolution to 720p. But it's a good thing to see on 1080p as a default how it's running. It's very important to know that there are games that can actually be played on this type of computer. You know, for instance, the CPU is still capable of. You can actually see that there is no problem of using this computer, this CPU and this amount of system RAM to play games. You don't have to feel bad if the new games are not working on your computer and said, oh, my computer is old. No. I will just play other games that are meant for this. I want to play more No Man's Sky, but now for the moment Starfield is here and all the hype is there. There's a lot of games that you can actually play on this type of system. Look at it, it's fucking brilliant, man. Can't complain. I like No Man's Sky how it's working with the system. 8.1 gig of system RAM is good. It didn't reach the peak. 30 watts consumption on the CPU. The GPU is maxed out. 2.5 gig of VRAM used, but on low detail there is no problem here with this. And I don't think it's worth increasing the detail, so you just satisfy that VRAM usage. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, in Witchers, we're gonna see how it's performing. It's on 1080p with low details, but I know in order to get that FPS, I have to lower the resolution. But this is a good benchmark for the whole system. It shows the true colors of each component. How much system RAM I need, how much the GPU is loaded, how much the VRAM is loaded. Everything is shown with 1080p, so I'm gonna stick with 1080p apparently today. Only in Starfield I use 720p because I really wanted that game to run on this system, and yeah, I only got a couple of minutes on it. So on 1080p you get like 29 FPS on average with 7 minimals. 7 minimals is not okay. So I'm guessing some different type of resolutions will help on this occasion. You know, ideal will be to have a video card. Overall, does the game run on the system with this i7 6th gen? Yeah, 40 watts consumption on the CPU, 60 degrees on the CPU. Everything is well balanced with the CPU. So Forza is another game that I want to play on the system because it's on low details and apparently I can play with the W5100. Okay, let's see what settings do I have here. Graphics, everything is on very low. I think it's a preset or something. Yes, very low. And it's kind of good. 10 gig of system RAM. Yes. Ooh, look at this. The CPU is doing a fantastic job. It doesn't pass 40. I've seen it on 50 watts. Okay, so 50 watts. I'm counting it as an achievement, you know, for the CPU. It did 50 watts. Does it work with this system? Yeah. If I go on the motorway, apparently we get the opportunity to see if the GPU is holding, and it's holding with nearly 3 gig of VRAM used. Wow, speed trap, new. Personal best, 50 FPS on average, 49 on minimal, and 51 on 1%. The GPU is holding with 2.8 gig of VRAM utilized here. I'm not gonna lie, 66 degrees is good compared with 70 from Witcher, because I'm 100% sure if I lower the resolution I can get better results from this. Overall, the computer is freaking bananas, seriously, with this. I love this i7 2nd gen, seriously. And considering this video card, it's not bad, you know, and there's a couple of games that you can actually play really nice. One game like Starfield doesn't mean the GPU or the system is bad. Look at this, 50% load on the core, 9.9 gig of system RAM used. What do you want more? Seriously. God of War. Let's see how the game is performing with the system, because it's gonna be very funky. 23 FPS. This is not great, you know. So I can see the full load on the GPU. 3.8 gig of VRAM on low details. Bananas. It's bottleneck by the core and the GPU's VRAM. Let's see if we can adjust some settings here. I think lowering the resolution will be ideal, but 50% render scale. Let's see. 40, 50 FPS in God of War. This is not bad. Oh. This is kind of good to see that the GPU is holding, but I have problems with the GPU. 3.8 gig of VRAM used, so 3.8 gig of VRAM used. The game doesn't look that bad with 50% render scale, you know, we can actually see a lot of details. Looks kind of good, you know, anti-aliasing wise, the edges, they're not perfect, but it's okay. I'm looking through the fire to see if there is any problems. They look like a chain every single time I look around them. Kind of cool to see a game like this on a system like this, you know, overall. 21 minimals, 1% 22, not that great. 45 on average. I mean, you can expect this computer to push that amount of FPS, but if the situation is like this, then take it. Doesn't matter. The game is good, the system is good, the video card is good temporarily, apparently even with this game on 1080p. I think that if you change the resolution in the background and put it on 720p or 900p, you'll get even better. Let's see Need for Speed how it's running with this system. I want to see how the CPU is holding, how the system RAM is, if the system RAM is enough, the VRAM, is it enough? I want to see the core loaded, I want to see the GPU core loaded, and I want to see how much we are getting. But one thing I don't understand, what settings I have. Okay, I got motion blur on, why? Brand, gamma correction, full screen, 1080p, VSync. On average, apparently with this system it's getting 33 FPS. It doesn't feel right with 30 FPS. It feels like an old console, you know. And I think that if you're putting the resolution lower, you will end up with more FPS, because in this situation we got a bottleneck from the GPU. The GPU core is maxed out. The VRAM is nearly maxed out, 3.5 gig of VRAM. The system RAM, it's nearly 15 gig of system RAM. So I'm thinking that if I put 32 gig on the system, it's not going to improve anything that much, you know. I think the culprit in this situation is the video card. Let's see how Cyberpunk is running. Oh my god, first let's check the settings. It should be on low details or something, dynamic resolution. Let's put it on ultra performance. Okay, so let's take a look and see how we are doing. 36 FPS, oh my god, it feels like that Need for Speed Unbound. Not gonna lie, it looks kinda horrible, you know, but it's working, 30 FPS, Cyberpunk. And I'm not gonna feel sorry for the system, because the system is old and is delivering the performance. So 9.5 gig of system RAM used, 60% load on the core, 60 watts on the 50 watts on the CPU, with the cores being loaded around 50%. And the whole car and the whole world looks kind of doggone. Let's see if we can use some sharpening, because it's 1. Okay, with sharpening it looks a little better, you know, it doesn't look that blurry from the FSR. But still it's 30 FPS with 7 minimals and 24 on 1%. Yeah, this is not a good number. Oh my god, this is a shop here. This looks so cool, the place itself, you know. I wish I can have a better video card so I can see it on high details. Damn, Daniel, I like this place, you know, like the market. Can't wait to see it with a proper video card, to see some high details here. But on low details, it looks kind of funky, you know. Look at this. 30 FPS, it doesn't look that great, you know, and we have to use FSR in order to keep this FPS. Yeah, overall the system is kind of fantastic, but throwing new games on this system is not good. This W5100 is good as a video card, DirectX 12. It's compatible, we know, with new game, but you're just butchering the video card overall. It's a 2013 video card. Just put 2013 games on it and that's it. I think it will be much better to see this video card with older titles that I'm testing with older GPU, because I'm 100% sure this video card will shine there. And with this i7 2nd gen, there will be no problems, you know. Keep remembering testing this that i7 4th gen. This is something that will be ideal for all gen games, not trying to butcher it with new games. You can 30-40 FPS. I mean, if you want to play them with 40 FPS, it's okay, but overall I think this will be much better for older titles. This is my opinion. Depends on what you want. If you still want to use it, how should I say, for newer titles, that's the result. This is what you will get, what you've seen today. Now, I have 1 terabyte SSD, and I promise you that 1 terabyte SSD will be more expensive than the GPU itself. So think, which one do you want? You want fast hard drives, better monitors, or better video card? Up to you. I think it will be much better, this system, with older games instead of this one. It's working, you know, you can play the game, but I will not judge this system because of the games. I really like how this video card is working. I really like it because it's very cheap. I really like it because it's available. And this i7 is doing a fantastic job.